beyond, the field of hollyhocks bedded in bluebells. If I close my eyes half-mast, I see her flitting through the trees. He brought me here for peace, told me to breathe in deep of the honey-scented gum tree, whispered sweet things in my ear. But above our heads, the air is swirled with screeching, squabbling lorikeets, a rainbow storm of feathered fiends tearing leaves and brawling for the last of springtime's bounty. He says I am not well, but I know he lies. 9 months I waited, held her safe and warm, sung her to sleep with lullabies that came to me as gifts. Lula, lula, lay. A different tune for every day, each a sacred serenade, a prayer to hold a fairy child. I knew what she was, how precious to this world, how I was chosen above all others, the one to keep her safe. Did I say was? What she is. Oh, I waited. Oh, how I waited. She spoke to me in dreams before my body told me she was on her way. She said, wait for me, hold me safe, we will be together soon. It was all I ever wanted. All I dreamed, to hold her warm and safe, to know we'll never part, to know her as a part of me, the most precious portion of my heart. But when she came, they took her. Let me hold her first. So soft and warm, perfect pink, asleep. I knew beneath the lids I kissed, her eyes were blue as morning. Together we were forever. Time encapsulated, dreams entwined, made flesh. I had no need for more. But then they tore her from my arms, told me to say goodbye. She never even cried. I fought and screamed, clawed the air. They held me down, pumped poison in my veins, and expelled me to a nightmare. And in that underworld of shades, all was revealed. I saw her, swaddled, carried to the cavern of the Mountain King. So now I know what I must do. I have to find her, bring her home. I remember reading stories, lock the lessons in my heart. There are names of godly messengers strung like beads through memory. I count them off, searching for my childhood friend, the angel who watched over me in sleep, the one I knew as Morpheus. I'll call on him to be my guide. There's a potion they use that sends me deep into the world of dreams. They dole it out in drops, but I need more. So I sneak out, hunt around, find their secret hiding spot, steal the bottle, take a swig, feel the room blur, fade, soften into gray. And that's when I see him, Morpheus. He's not, as I remembered from portraits hung on nursery walls. He's huge, pitch black, butt naked, giant feathered wings sprouting fierce from his back. He stands cross-armed before me. You called me, he says. I try to respond, my tongue hangs limp and heavy, but he's there, inside my mind. Yes, she's here, he says, but in a place you'll never reach her, not while you're still of the other world. I try to shake my head to say I want to let it go, but I can't move. Then he steps aside and reveals a path down to a roiling river. But now he shakes his head, wags his finger right in my eye. This path is not for you, he says. You must turn back. In my throat, a scream is rising, but my jaw, my lips clamp shut. Then a whoosh, the thrash of monstrous wings, feathers slam across my face, and sudden as I find myself tangled up in clammy sheets, sunlight blinding my eyes, and I'm abandoned on the other side. But I'm not one to quit. I remember reading stories of that river, the boundary line between our worlds. So maybe water is the way. I'm not fit to travel, that's what he says, yet he says he wants to help. He takes me to a warm pool strewn with lavender for devotion, rosemary for remembrance, pink and white petals for my heart. He tells me to rest, to sink deep into its depths and to let go. So I slide in, close my eyes, breathe deep the fragrance, my hair loose and floating like Ophelia downstream. And in that dream state, I see the boundaries of the underworld, feel the current drag me deeper, deeper down. Is this what's meant by letting go? I feel my old life start to slip away. And up ahead, a meadowbank, a dancing sea of cornflowers and red poppies. I'm washed upon its shore, poppy petals leaking red across my white dress. Cornflowers twist around my wrists and hair. And up ahead, the Mountain King, a bundle in his arms. I run, poppies trailing in my wake. I'm here, I cry out. I'm here to claim my baby girl. But he turns around without a word, and as I look down, I see myself disintegrate, dissolve into a puddle tinged with blue and red. Your voice is calling my name to draw me back. No, I'm trying to stay, but I can't stay. And I'm dragged into a white room, harsh light blinding my eyes, and my hands bound tight in bandages to keep me from escape. Ah! So here I am, trapped inside a shadow world, desperate to break free. Things are quiet now, but I've learned to bide my time. They tread around me carefully, speak in whispers, then face me with false smiles. They treat me kindly, but I know it's all a trick, a ploy to get me to stay. And he visits less and less these days. There's a wariness about him, though he tries to fake a smile. He tells me to rest, to take my medicine, says soon he'll come to take me home. Yesterday they brought me a set of handprints cast in bronze. To remember, they said, but I know she's not there. Nor is she in that porcelain pot he guards so jealously. But they moved me here to this room now. In dreams, she sends me messages, says we'll be together soon. And now I hear a scratching like a possum in the wall. When I touch my finger to the tiny handprint, the scratching grows louder. That's how I know she's here. Trying to find a portal back from the darkness into this world so green. She's here in the wallpaper. And I will tear with my fingers till my skin is raw and broken, love streaks and blood through the walls, till she is free!